Ooh, what's up, guys? Steve here with Sketching Things. You haven't had a truck video in a while. Gonna give some work stuff and then talk some knife stuff. Hopefully I don't forget anything. We got a half a day left on this project here. You can't see the bin, but there's old bins. We'll wrap that up tomorrow. Get moved home. We're about an hour and a half from home. I'm taking one of the trailers right now home, and then I've got to go to the trailer shop because if you saw Instagram from earlier in the week, last week, one of the hydraulic rams blew off, the pin pulled out, which the trailer guy was like, I've never seen that before. I'm like, well, that's awesome. So I'm gonna drop this one off and then drive another half hour to get the trailer, drag that home tonight with me, bring it back so we can take everything home, because we're an hour and a half from home now. And then we were going to leave Sunday. We're going to take Friday, Saturday off, leave Sunday, but I'm going to give the guys 3 days. I'll take some equipment out on Saturday, Friday, or Saturday. I'm going to try and golf with my buddy on Friday. And then Saturday, I'll move a trailer out to the next job, which is way the hell out there by Cozad, Nebraska. If any of you are familiar, we've got a pretty big 3-bin project there, and then we've got to pull the floor out of an existing bin and turn it and unload and everything and move a door. So we're going to be there. It'll be all of a month. We'll be gone. I decided to give the guys 3 days off because we'll be gone. The first stint will be 12 days on the road, so we'll be gone for 12 days. So I thought, all right, I'm going to give them 3 days off to enjoy their family, and then we'll be gone for, like I said, 12, then we'll come home for 3, back out, same process until it's done. So there's that. This bin, farmers always try and get you to do something for nothing, or they won't pay a little, you know. Last bin, they're always worried about running the conduit down the side, right? Because God knows what an electrician charges to run conduit, but they always think, oh, you can do it for free, and I'll do it for a small fee. I don't do anything for free, because if someone were to get hurt or anything and I'm doing it for free, then it's just dumb. This is a real weird intersection here. It goes up and then down, so got to be real careful with the trailers. This one's not so bad because it's a pull behind. The goosenecks, you got to be kind of careful because it's such an angle where you don't want to get into your box. We're going to go out straight as I can, take it at an angle. So like this guy, this bin had temp cables installed, and we charge fairly reasonable. On a temp cable, I just charge $50 per temp cable to hang them. We hang them in the rafters, and then we run all of the wires up really nice. The rafters, zip tie them on, you can't see them. Wrap everything and secure it around the inside of the peak ring, and then we run it out the top of the bin, and then the electrician comes in and does the rest. This guy wanted to do it himself to save money on electrician, but I'm like, I'll put the conduit on, but I'm not, even for money, I'm not gonna run 7 cables through conduit that big. I don't know what electricians use, that's not what we do. And even the dealer told him, he's like, they're not gonna do it. That's too slow to them to be messing around with that when we're trying to, we jacked this bin in 2 days. So, I mean, the guys hustle. It was nothing but hustle. So, yeah, so there's that. So like I said, we're going to, and then when we're out there, I always try and plan the schedule kind of geographically, as we're traversing the state or out of state or whatever. But like I said, this was such a disaster of a year where no one had anything done. This project we're heading to, so it's almost August, right? It's the end of July. That project was supposed to be everything was supposed to be ready for us May 1st, and it wasn't. So it's all out in the western part of the state, like I said, Cozad area. So we're not far from north. Then I've got another dealer that's got one bin in the North Platte-ish area, and then another dealer that has 2 bins further west of that, right on the Colorado border. It would be nice, since we're going to be out there, just to get them all wrapped up, because my next project after those is 7 bins. We've got a lot of bins to build still, and it's time, we're getting closer to harvest, so it's kind of a nightmare because everybody wants it done now. Well, you didn't do any concrete, you didn't get anything ready, and guys buying late in the season. Dealer just sold another bin a couple days ago. Anyway, so we got 7 bins, and clear on the eastern part, on the down in the almost it is on the in the Nebraska, Missouri border, in that area. Nice thing about those is they're all smaller. If weather is good, we can usually knock 1 bin out every 3 days. So that's nice if weather's good. They're just, like I said, small bins where it's a day for the roof, we jack it in a day, and then put the flooring in 1 day, and then we're on to the next one. So we'll see. We'll see if the guys out west get their stuff in order, so I don't have to zigzag across the state. And then the bin where we're by, the dealer just sold another one literally 15 minutes away, but it's concrete bin. That's not ready yet, so it is what it is. Some nice stuff. Gonna do a sale video again coming up here. I'm gonna try and get it done before I leave. So like I said, if I got 3 days off, if I can get my shit together and decide what I want to sell, I'll try and get it up Thursday tomorrow's Thursday, maybe tomorrow night, I don't know, or Friday, so I can then get that stuff shipped out if anything sells on Saturday. No starters on the chopping block this time. I was just kind of thinking, like, I've just everything accumulates, right? And you end up carrying the same stuff or similar stuff, and you buy stuff, you check it out, you like it, it's cool, there's nothing wrong with it, but then you just don't carry it. So I gotta talk to Chris to see if he wants. I might let go that the Rostrum, the carbon fiber one, because I do have a titanium one. Spoiler alert, that'll probably come when I'm gone. Maybe that O'Hare, which I just had a nasty edge put on from Sean. It's a nice, but there's just stuff that's just, it's cool when you get it, and then you're like, oh man, what did I? And it's still cool, but it's like, oh, I might give the O'Hare some time. It's an awesome knife, but it's so fancy. Might let go a couple Microtechs, maybe the Amphibian, maybe the Stitch. Just don't, the Amphibian, both are awesome knives, but when it comes time to carry something, I just always grab something else. Maybe the Dervish. That is an awesome knife. It is scary sharp. The edge he put on that thing is, there's not many knives on that you're scared of an edge on. That thing is wicked sharp, and I do like the knife. I do like it. But again, it's one of those things. You carry it when you first get it, and then after about a week, the newness wears off, and you're back to your old trusty stuff that it's just, I can't broaden my horizons, it seems like. Just pulled off a trade earlier today, so you'll see those when they come in. I do have 3 maybe, and then you guys might get a lot of videos this weekend. I got 3 packages showing up. They're all supposed to get here Friday. We'll see, man. Shipping lately has been, I don't know if you guys have noticed it too. USPS has always been like 2 days, from anywhere. Someone sends me something, it's 2 days and it's to my house, and stuff's been taking a week, and I've got one coming Postal Service, one coming UPS, and one coming FedEx. I don't get a whole lot of stuff delivered through FedEx, unless it's Dave, and that's usually a couple days. They're pretty good. UPS, if they say it's going to be there Friday, I'll I'll be lucky if it shows up Monday. So, and like I said, I'll be gone. One box is that time of the year again. Upgraded the guy's work knives, so 2 for me, 1, and then knives for the crew. What else? Like I said, some nice. I had all the stuff I was gonna. Oh, okay. Here's a real quick one. Man, okay. The Dwyer. Some guys know I had bought one of the Dwyer BBNMs, the medium, which would be the SNG size of the Staccato. It was this long, drawn-out process with Dwayne, and like I said, he's kind of got a reputation, but I've had good luck with him. I talked to him on the phone for like an hour. So first he didn't want to do credit card because of fees and this and that. Doesn't have pay. So I sent him a check. Check supposedly never showed. It never was cash. So I had to pay $31 to have that check, put a stop on that check, and it probably got lost in the mail. Who knows? Never had anything get lost in the mail, but. And then he was at Blade Show, and they came back. He's like, "Hey man, do you want this?" I'm like, "Yeah." So we talked on the phone for an hour. It was a great conversation. Paid him. He charged, and I've got it all in messages, so I have proof. But I mean, he's like, all right, man. I'll get your card ran, and I will get it out and send you tracking today. I waited almost a month. Messaged him multiple times with nothing, which was weird because then he even tagged me in a reel. Messaged him multiple times with no response. So finally I just called my credit card company and charged it back. So I got my money back. We'll see what comes of it. I don't know. So that was just weird. Couple updates real quick. Also, I mean, these aren't long-term updates. This is the newest video that SMF and Z-Wear. I've actually had this knife for 2 weeks. I've been carrying it on the job. Mostly, this has been my main carry knife. This and a handful of others right now. Z-Wear is holding up great. Edge is still fantastic on it. You know, you can see it pried open a crate today, and this one was really screwed down, but I hammered on it, and it did great. Nothing, no issues. So there's that. The Medford OTF. This thing, we'll do a longer term update on this because I've only had this a week now, and I have been bringing it to work, and this site is very, very dusty, very dirty. When you walk around, you look like Pigpen. The dirt is so fine. Nothing too strenuous with it. Really just cut some plastic and some cardboard with it, but you know, it's got, as you can see it, I put a mark on it from carrying sidewall sheets where it rubbed up against metal. But yeah, no, this by far is probably one of my favorite OTFs that I've ever had. Like I said, the button, it's just so comfortable. So that's only been a week though. I've got a dirty Chris Reeve in my pocket. I'm using that. I won't show that. And then my pry bar. It carries well. I've got some other stuff we'll talk. I do like it just because it's cool. I like the staccato serrations on it. I opened a couple beers with it this weekend, and then I did use it today because I had to change the batteries in my dually. Diesels take 2 batteries. When did batteries get so expensive? $550 for just batteries. And it was a nightmare. One is super easy to get out. The second one, if you guys have diesels and you know, they put all this extra. I've never changed batteries in a diesel before. But they're the original batteries from 2016, and they were giving us issues having to jump it and stuff like that, because that truck just basically sits on the job site. So if you leave it for a week, it would be dead. So it was time for new batteries, but man, they put all this extra crap, and I'm glad I took a picture yesterday before I took it out, and I marked the cables and where they go, because it had some weird, you know, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know, it had some weird attachment that goes on the top of the battery that all these cable, like 5 cables, 5 on one side and then another one, so 6 extra cables. Fuck, nightmare. It was a nightmare to get out because of course there's all that shit you got to get off without breaking anything, and then there's a cross brace that goes right over the corner of the battery that you have to take out just to get the battery out. But mission accomplished. The truck starts up right up now, so there's that. Got some new work pants. You guys might talk about work wear every once in a while. I was in Baumgars. I don't know if you guys have those. It's similar to a Tractor Supply, and I was gonna go. I tried on the Carhartts, didn't really like them. Liked the Ariat rebars, but these ones were like $30. They're called Noble, I think. They've got the extra protection on your pocket for carrying knives, which is nice, so that won't shred. The crotch is gusseted. It's supposed to be it's a more flexible. It's, you know, everything's flex now, but it's supposed to have some tear resistance, so that will be nice. All the pockets are super deep, which is great. So, pry bar, squirrel. I did use my pry bar to get some electrical connections out of this thing that was on the battery terminal. Pushed it in to, you know, get some electrical connections out. So I used the pry bar at work, but then I also used my knife to pry today. So there's that. What else? I was trying to think what else I was going to sell. There was some more, like I said, knives. I've got a couple coming in. Some knives for the guys. Knife sale. Yeah, I was trying to rack my brain today. It's just like, you know, you walk by your stash of knives and it's just ever growing, and so I'm trying to think what else I'm gonna put on the chopping block. So look for that. I might just put them on Facebook, but if you guys want to crack at them, I'll make a video for them. Like I said, probably the Microtechs. I really like them, and I think Microtech has done a very, very good job with those newer knives, especially the aluminum ones. I don't know. I've always wanted, you know, like that stitch. I got it and I haven't carried it. I've flicked it, in, you know, walking around the house a couple times, but it was an impulse buy, and it's like, oh man, what am I doing? So that's what I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned this weekend. Maybe a sale video. Like I said, especially if I want to get them out before I'm gone for like 12 days. So, and hopefully all that crap I ordered shows up before we leave. So I think that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.